Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and the Mediterranean Coast Spanish bush trip, leg 2 from Jayena to Almeria. Let's go. Alright, let's get going. Spoiler alert for the second time. About halfway through the first run, the game crashed. It accessed illegal memory or something like that. That's something I've never had before, so we've got a new kind of crash going on. Well, let's hope it's not a repeatable. Yeah, let's go. We want 104 for 810. Once we get in the air, we've got our floating light bulbs. I don't know what's going on there. We need to get up ASAP here. Yeet. Up we go. Around we go to 104. Already started the clock. We're heading to Rio Guadalfio. After lifting off again, head to the east-southeast to visit Rio Guadalfio, a small river in the mountains above the Mediterranean. A river. Well, we didn't actually find the river. We did find a big reservoir, which seems to be where we're meant to be headed anyway, basically. What are you doing? What are you doing, plane? It is not the button I pressed. I said trim, not to change camera angle. Some kind of weird bluish field going on here. Don't know what that's all about. Come on, plane. Can we just have a little bit of climbing, maybe? Just a tad? Check what the mixtures are doing. Yeah, it's actually saved from yesterday. How about that? Just into the green. That'd be the best, I think. Now it said it was at 50%-ish, but things changed when I moved it. It might be like the trimming. It's this weird bug where at the bush trip, like for example with the trimming, it'll tell me that I'm at 0% when actually it's 5 or 6% or something. It's reset it, but it hasn't changed what's on the screen. Probably the same with the mixture. Until I actually changed it, it probably wasn't actually 50%. Just a UI bug. Oh, it's bug central today, that's for sure. Nearly 3 minutes of 8 minutes done. As we head straight into the sunrise and the beautiful colours. Of course, we can barely see what we're flying over, but that's fine. I'll take beauty over tourism any day. No, not really. I like to see what we're flying over. I like to say, oh, what's that thing over there? What's this thing over here? What's that little farmhouse? All that kind of stuff. But also, yeah, very pretty. Where you going, plane? Just fly straight. Come on. Work with me here. And here comes the sun. Get your sunglasses on. Do not stare directly into the glory that is the star at the center of our solar system. Alright, I think we can start trimming down a bit. Let's just do it by single percents. Alright, that was 6%. Let's keep looking at it. There we go, 5%. We had a bit more speed. suddenly start losing height. That's interesting. Suddenly start gaining height. Let's go down to 4%. Excellent. Let's go 3%. There we go. Pick up some speed. Don't lose too much height. The sun rays, the god rays. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Such a pretty game. Alright, let's go 2%. There we go. Carefully. Calmly. Deliberately. Somewhere on our left in that little valley there's Aqueducto Romano de Zazas. Roman Aqueduct of Zazas? You'd think there'd be a town nearby called Zazas, but there isn't. Maybe it's someone's name. Maybe someone named Zazas made the aqueduct. I do not know. Alright, let's get to our 1%. Oh, yeah, no, see. What is it doing? 5, what? Oh my god. I'm just literally one tapping, and it usually takes 4 taps to get to the next percent. So 2%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1%. There we go. For some reason, it just skipped straight to 0, and then when I went back up, it would skip straight to 5%. What's with that? So bizarre. Anyway, here's our, well, it's a reservoir. I don't know where Rio Guadalfio. I couldn't find it on my little Google map. I assume this river that leads into this aqueduct is the Rio Guadalfio. The aqueduct is Rules, R-U-L-E-S. That's where you go to get the rules. Almost done our 8 minutes 10, but of course from takeoff we've gone quite slowly, so I'm going to wait till we're over the aqueduct-ish. And then we'll make our next turn. Look at this valley. It's got a bridge, it's got a reservoir. I don't know why I called it an aqueduct. I meant reservoir. Brilliant. Beautiful. Doesn't seem to be there's a bit of a town just up the river, but just here there's not much of a town. At least there isn't a name on my map. And fair enough, it doesn't look like there's any civilization beyond just the roads and whatnot. Big dam. Big dam. Oh, I think this will do. Let's go 191 to 319. On our way to Motril. Turn to the south, heading back towards the Mediterranean Sea, and fly over the town of Motril, which is nestled between the mountains and the sea. Alright, Motril. Let's find out if that is, in fact, the truth. Let's go 0%. I think we can start losing some height. We're coming out of the mountains now. We can slowly make our way out of the upper atmosphere. We want 191. Heading to Motril. There it is on the map. On my little map. On my Google map. Down here at the sea. It's actually a little bit inland. it's not quite a beachside town. That harbour that we can see there, I think that must be, it says Playa Granada is actually that town. Montreal's just slightly closer to us, just past that little bump, or that tiny little hill. Marvellous. Just marvellous. Marvellous. Oh, more quarries and mines. They really don't like their nice beautiful mountains around here, do they? They just want them carved up and raw. Wounded. What are we doing? 147 of 319. Alright, alright. Now going a bit fast now. Montreal, according to my map, is just ahead of us. That's it there. Rather large town. I apologise for my coughing and little bit of croaky voice. I still haven't 100% gotten over the Rona. I'm pretty sure I've got no Rona left and I'm not sick anymore. But yeah, as always is with me, I end up with this sort of hay fever allergy whenever I've gotten over a cold or a flu or a COVID, it turns out. So I apologise if you hear the odd throat clear or cough or croakiness. It is what it is. The Rove continues day in, day out, rain, hail, shine, COVID or not. We just ticked over 3 minutes, and we want 3 minutes 20. So we'll give it another 10-20 seconds or so. Say hello to Motil. Montreal. Montreal. There we go, 319. Now we want 102 for 348. We'll reset our clock. On our way to Castel del Ferro. Castel de Ferro. Set a course to the east-southeast to visit the coastal village of Castel de Ferro. Oh, so beautiful. What's all these white fields? Are they actual fields or are they warehouses or something? I think they're fields. Ooh. Cotton maybe is white? Could it be cotton? Or what are they farming here? There we go, 102. Headed this way. Castel de Ferro. Iron Castle? Iron Castle? I assume? They shall call it Iron Forge. It looks like we're heading straight out over the water, but actually the whole way along here is just over land. In fact, I guess this hill in front of us is hiding a bit of a little bit more land than what it looks like from this angle. I think we can probably go back to our 1%. There we go. Don't want to get much lower. We might crash into a wind turbine. And that would be embarrassing. Speaking of crash, this is pretty much where the game crashed last time. So let's cross our fingers and our toes and anything else that we can cross. And hope that it's not some problem with this part of the world in the game. Actually, Castel de Ferro is this little jut peninsula just past this mountain here, according to my map. And we've done 2 minutes 30 of 3:38, so 3:48. So yeah, another minute or so. So yeah, just where the sun is hitting the land right there below our left wheel, that's Castel de Ferro. We did 3 minutes 10 seconds. We'll give it another 30 seconds or so. I think we're a little bit early, but we're almost above the town now. Heading straight into the sun right now. Might actually trim back one little bit more. We seem to be losing a bit of height. 3:30. I think that'll do. We're right above the town. Let's go 68 degrees for 2 minutes 11. To La Mamola. Follow the coastline to the east-northeast to arrive at the resort of La Mamola. 68. Yes, I see it on the map. Not very far away at all. La Mamola. You are just in front, well, underneath the back wing right now is Casarones, and La Mamola is just after. Don't really see much of a town. Oh, there's a few little buildings below us there. Okay, fair enough. Sort of climbing the hill. Or are these sort of whitish fields, or are they greyish buildings? I don't know. The algorithm seems to have given up and tried basically doing somewhere in between. Another minute of flight time. I think technically what we can see down there on the beach there, that must be La Mamola. Maybe not, maybe just a little bit further. We're directly above Casarones right now. Right, another 30 seconds or so. Don't really see La Mamola. I guess it's that bunch of buildings just on the beach there now that's about to go off screen. Something like that. I think we're probably good to turn. So 89 degrees for 5:57. Adra. East of La Mamola lies the coastal city of Adra. Alright, well this way. Fair way, 6 minutes. 89 degrees. There we go. Beautifully done. Again, it's very pretty, but I can't really make out what we're flying over. So be it. So be it. We shall just chill and be serene and stoic. Quick check, is this it's a both tanks get full paint. Okay, good. We don't have to switch fuel from one wing to the other. Excellent. What do we got here? In front of us is La Ravita. Again, another little town with lots of whatever this stuff's going on around it. kind of white. Just looking at the Google map, it doesn't really look like fields. Let me just do a zoom in. No, not both zoom in, please. Just the Google map. Thank you. Well, they are fields. They're white fields. No idea what they're planting here then. None. Absolutely none idea. None idea whatsoever. And the algorithm's basically turning them all into buildings when I think it's just white fields. I guess it's possible the satellite image was taken when it was... There's no way it snows down here, right? There's no way it snows down here. Bloody southern Spain. It's basically the tropics. Must be cotton fields or something. There's Adra. I see it on my little map. We've done 3 minutes of 6, halfway there. Let's see, there's a little jut out harbour. Yeah, okay, so that, you know, just above the sort of antenna on my right there, just, yeah, there's a little harbour jut, seawall, sea break kind of thing. That must be Adra. Maybe it might be worth just doing a slight descent as well. I think looks like we're staying on the coast for now. We don't need to stay up high in case we're heading back inland over the mountains. There is a town just between us and Adra called El Lance de la Virgin. Is that the Lance of the Virgin? The Virgin's Lance? That's what she said. Yeah, the algorithm really doesn't know what to do with these fields. It's basically decided that they're, you know, factories or something, warehouses. And I think, in fact, they're just white fields. Ah, poor algorithm, all confused, all confuzzed. Alright, this is Adra, right in front of us now. Nearly below us. We've got another minute or so to go before turning time. We're probably going a little bit fast. We might just wait till we're smack bang above where Google says Adra is. Its name seems to be quite a bit on the right hand side, the eastern side of the town. Yeah, but look, the next turn is literally the same turn. So we were 89, although I've been not quite doing 89. We now need 89 degrees for 1 minute 30. Reset our clock. We are going to Reserva Natural Albufera. Due east of Adra lies Reserva Natural Albufera, which protects a freshwater estuary of the Gulf of Valencia. Of course it does. A freshwater estuary. Where'd that be? Where'd that be? So it's this little lake here, this little lagoon. Where's the estuary then? I don't see no stinking estuary. Maybe I don't know what an estuary is. I thought it was like a bit of fresh water as it hits the sea, you know, from a river. I don't see any river. This whole area on Google Maps is white, like just white. What's going on? What is it all? What are they making? What are they growing in these fields? confusing our poor algorithm so much. Thinking it's all some kind of industrial estate. Well, we've nearly done 130, so I guess this that waterway is the Reserva Natural Albufera. What's next? 78 degrees for 9 minutes and 9 seconds. We're going to Agua Dulce. Set an east-northeast heading. Like that, 78, that's what we want. Flying over both water and land to visit Agua Dulce, which lies on the Gulf of Almeria. But we know it. It's going to be a long time before we're flying over water. What are you talking about, water and land? Huh? Huh? What you talking about, Wheelus? Interesting. What is this stuff? What are they growing? It's all white and grey fields. I've never seen anything like it. I am shocked. And there's definitely, apart from that lake there, that's the only water we might be heading over on our way to Agua Dulce. This big city in front of us is El Ejido. Ejido. Never heard of it. Never heard of any of these places, to be perfectly honest with you. I had heard of Malaga. That's about it. Everything else we've been visiting, I've not heard. I don't know much about Spain, to be perfectly honest with you. I was planning on doing a tour of Spain in a car at one point, but I have not done it, and I didn't plan it very much. So I know nothing, Mr. Volti. White fields, bruh. Get a moment, get onto Google Maps, go to El Ejido, EL space EGIDO, and have a look at this whole area. It's all just white fields. I don't know what that is. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've done 3 minutes of 9 minutes, third of the way there. And this town below us now is Santa Maria de Aguilla. De la Aguilla. Santa Maria. Santa Maria. What? Where are you going, plane? Where are you going? Where is you going? Where are you going, plane? Why are you running? What an amazing little, just, whatever you call this, a sort of floodplain almost. Just a flat plain at the base of the mountains that leads to the sea. I imagine that it's quite, I mean, a lot of it's water there as well. It must get quite floody in this area if the tides rise. Not that there are tides in the Mediterranean, but, you know, I guess if it's just very rainy, this whole area probably gets quite floody. Maybe not, who knows? I do not know, I know nothing. Another town coming up just in front of us. La Venta del Viso. We're basically following a road right now. Yeah, there it is. I can just make it out. Again, it's not that easy to see everything with the sun the way it is. Pretty though. So pretty. There we go. Agua Dulce has shown up on my map. It's just at when we hit the water down here, at the end of this road that we're currently following. Next town, probably just where our nose is, Puebla de Vicar. Bunch of little towns along this major road, it seems. The N340A. And just before we arrive at Agua Dulce, here's a name for you. El Parador de las Horticuelas. Yeah, you'd love to live there, but you wouldn't want to have to write your address down, would you? Too often. El Parador de las Horticuelas. What a cool name. Wonder what it means. The something of the something or others. Nailed it. Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. Well, actually, so there's a fairly big town below us right now. It doesn't have a name. It's either part of Puebla de Vicar or El Parador de las Horticuelas. And then Agua Dulce is this main city that's on the beach here. We've done 7:10 of 9:9. But I think we're going to arrive a little bit early. Excellent, excellent. Well, we're pretty, well, not quite on that. The Agua Dulce is this next little section here. And we'll wait till we're over that. And do the right thing, and be a good boy, and be a good pilot, and be a good plane. All that good stuff. There is a shop below us called Mercadona. It is perhaps a supermarket, judging by the icon. Got a little harbour there. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Well, we're meant to fly another minute, but I think we're pretty much where we need to be. So let's go 72 degrees for 2 minutes 31. Away to Almeria. Continue on heading to Almeria. Oh, it's spelt wrong. It's spelt wrong. It says A-M-A-L-M-E-I-R-A. I'm going, no, I'm pretty sure it's Almeria. Now it's spelt right in the text. So, bush trip designer, misspelling the title. Continue on your heading to Almeria, a city noted for its Moorish fortress that overlooks the Gulf of Almeria. Oh, yes, bro. Ah, yes. Almeria. Moorish. I saw a Moorish castle. I'm pretty sure it was Moorish. Between Perpignan and shit. What's the name of that place? I've forgotten the name of, what is it? It's Montpellier. My God, I cannot believe I have forgotten that. Yes, yes. And it was like from the, I want to say the 1600s, but no, I think it was much older than that, like 800s or something like that. It was fantastic. All this red brick castle. It was all these little caverns and little cellars and things. It was just and I literally didn't know it was there. I was driving along the highway, saw one of those brown signs that suggests that there's some touristy thing to look at, some historical site, and there it was. Brilliant. It was brilliant. I'll have to see if I can find it on Google Maps one of these days. I think I did when I was flying around in Flight Simulator and reliving that trip that I did. I think I found it from memory. So there's probably a video on the channel somewhere of that Moorish castle. Look at the size of Almeria. I mean, I know it's a big city, but dude, it's huge. It's huge, bro. We need to figure out where the airport is. So there's going to be 87 degrees for 2 minutes in, well, probably about now. Now would be the time to turn. So let's go 87 degrees for 2 minutes 10. Almeria, land at Almeria Airport, due east of the city of Almeria. Let's slow it down. Let's get out of the sky. We're quite high up at the moment. Is that it there under the sun? I can vaguely see something. It is a long black strip according to the picture. I think I see it. Yeah, it's on the little bend of the bay there. Dude, is that it there? Yeah, okay. We need to lose some height here. And ASAP. What are you doing, plane? Calm down. What are you going so nuts for? Come on, we don't need to stall it just yet. Let's just casually float down a bit. That's definitely it. I'm surprised I could see it. Hey, oi, this is my airspace. Get out of here. You bum. You airport bum. You airplane. And you don't have ATC because it's a bush trip. Could have been a disaster. They should have cleared this entire area for us. Because this is our bush trip. I get the feeling we're probably too high. Possibly. But we're going to try anyway. To, let's sort of force things a bit. We'll end up going a bit fast though, so that's always the problem. I feel perhaps I need to, well, let's do a bit of this stuff. Let's do a little bit of side slipping. And then zoom back this way. Try not to stall it. Try to lose height though. And then a little bit that way. Look at this view though. Look at this city with its river and its mountains. Ah, it's awesome. More of these just white fields. I think another couple of S's would be useful here. Yeah. Must lose height. Too floaty. Didn't give me enough time to arrive at the runway. Bush trip designer. Curse you, bush trip designer. Need more notice. Notice is the word I'm looking for. Notice. Need more notice. I don't know. It's a long runway. I think we could probably get away with it now. We're going too fast, but hey, fine. Fine. We're just going to have to deal with it. Get our wheels down. Land on runway 7. We've got plenty of runway. It's gigantic. Alright. Try to slow down now. No, it's basically perfect. Basic perfection, really. Although, yeah, bit fast. We're still floating a bit. There we go. Wheels down, brakes on. Can't complain about that, can ya? That was alright. That was alright. Will it register, though? Lovely. That was take 2 of the leg 2, the bush trip, Mediterranean, whatever else is labelled on it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.